Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Celtics. Currently 7th in the conference, hoping to string together some more wins. And, of course, Washington, they are struggling down in the bottom of their conference.
Well, right now for Boston, their slow start has revealed some of this team's problems. Problems that we didn't really know they had.
Well, some teams do stumble out of the gates, but there's still plenty of time to turn it around. Having said that, fans and the media tend to be a very impatient bunch.
And the starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And for the Wizards, we've got George, Trae Young out there with Johnson. Then there's Davis. And it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And you look at rookies coming in now versus decades past. Do they get more playing time right away nowadays, Tim?
I think it's fairly similar, B.A., but I do think there's more scrutiny on these teams with these high picks, so they'll get an opportunity sooner rather than later. Back in the day, a lot of these guys stayed in school longer, so they may have been more NBA ready.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Tatum passes to Brown. Shoots over George. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Right side Pritchard. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Pritchard's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And, Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years, and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
Count it.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Outside Davis. George outside. Pass to Davis. Right wing. Young from long range. It's rebounded by Jalen Brown. Here's White. Here he goes. Good work there as it goes.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keith. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. B.A.?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Free throw is good. Young. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Hey, look, make no mistake about it. Trae Young is an elite offensive force in this league. A guy who can single-handedly carry an offense.
Now here's Tatum, coming off a terrific game against New York. He was all alone on that one.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Here's Johnson. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Yep, count it.
And you can tell Johnson enjoys toying with defenses and pick and rolls, just taking what they give him.
Tatum with a screen to the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at New York. They pulled themselves up to the second-place spot.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're middle of the pack right now. These guys understand what needs to be done to move up. It all comes down to execution.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
What's up, Jay? Welcome to the channel.
Washington. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, Boston.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
What's 26?
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. There's a screen to the inside. And that one's good. Gill.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Celtics have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Here's Gonzalez. Koulibaly defending. Outside Carrington. Pass to Champagny. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Carrington. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one of the strengths right now for the Wizards. Their strengths are dribbling and three-point.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. Hauser.
All right.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
The Wizards have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Pass to Riley. And here's Koulibaly. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Riley's shot is off. Boston's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Walsh. Pure from 3-point range.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Tie game in Washington. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game.
Oh yeah, I'm playing 2K26.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. On the floor for Boston, they've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Garza in at the power forward. Back to Brown. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Boston making a switch here. Payne's checked in. All right, Tim, let's focus on Bilal Coulibaly. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. My goodness.
Man, tremendous tools for a wing defender, B.A. He was a late bloomer, and he's still working on his skill level. But if that comes along, watch out.
Wizards leading by 3. Pass to Riley. Jacks up a 3. Keita pulls it in. Coulibaly against Brown. There's the screen. Here's Keita. And the Celtics making a change here. Exum's checked in.
First team foul. Boston substitution. Number 12. Dante Exum.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Brown passes to Garza. Davis for the rebound.
Come
You
on.
gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Riley. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Riley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. They set a pick. Inside. Here's Keita. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Washington making a change here. Young's checked in. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Exum. There's Young with the 3. Counted.
Wow.
And the Wizards lead by 7.
They were not kidding about the 3 being their strength.
Downtown, extending their lead.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you, B.A.
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You love a big man like Vucevic. Puts in the effort to keep improving. For example, look at what he's done with his perimeter shooting.
And that one falls for Vucevic. Second free throw, no good. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Vucevic, a screen on Young. Here's Brown. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in. Brown's gotten his third basket of the night.
And check out the handles from Brown. Just carving up the defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Johnson passes to Davis. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Vucevic, a screen on Young to the middle. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Rolling with purpose off the pick. Vooch, impressive basketball IQ, is really featured in screen and rolls.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Young with a screen on Tatum. Johnson inside, pounded by Tatum. Here's Davis. Nice touch by Davis inside.
He is an overpowering presence inside. AD playing with so much confidence and force in the paint.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. He's checked in for Anthony Davis. Boston also changing it up. Walsh is checked in for Hauser. Derek White comes in for Garza. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Brown. Celtics trail by 6. Now Pritchard. He's got 5. Pass to Vucevic. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
No. By Young. Down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Tatum.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
And Washington making a change here. Koulibaly's checked in. White against George. Misses in close. Wizards leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Outside Johnson. Six on the shot clock. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Tatum. Tatum works through the defense inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
You got it. Trey, what's been the key to your effort so far?
Just playing hard. We're playing hard right now. They made a lot of shots, and we got to do better at making it tougher for them.
Got to keep the fight going, guys.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. There's thinking about the shot. defense.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings. Pretty interesting how this is all coming together, don't you guys think?
Not interesting. It's exactly how I predicted it would look.
Oh, sure. Like you could have predicted the standings would look just like this. Whatever floats your boat.
Kenny, you leave my boat out of this. I'll make you walk the plank.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Washington Wizards.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy's been getting it done, Alexander Sarr.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. Then there's George. Then there's Sarr. And it's Davis in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Washington right now.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Pick by Vucevic. And Alexander Sarr going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pulls it from 20. And they pick up 2. Pritchard's got 7.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
High post Davis. Back to Young. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Young's got his third basket on the night right there. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 8-point game. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. There's Tatum with the 3. Washington with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Size and shooting touch always in demand, legs. And 2 things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
Davis from long range. He can't hit that time.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
4-3. Tatum can't hit. Washington leading by 7. And the Wizards on the break. Young misses. To the middle. Tatum can't
come
hit.
on.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Young, the pass to George. Young with a screen on Brown. George in the post. Brown's there. There's Young with the 3. Celtics trail by 7. It's Brown on the wing. Tatum against George. And there's the lob. Oh, go up and get it, Jaylen Brown.
I love seeing players connect like this. Brown excels at knowing when to go for alley-oops.
A minute 53 left in the third. Here's Young. And again, Washington, no good.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Young. Give him 8 points now. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jason Tatum.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Whitmore. Here's the pick. Shoots. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Hauser with it. Here's Tatum, and he dumps it down.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Outside Young to end the drought. The rebound, Celtics.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Tatum looking it over for the lead. Rebounded by Champagny.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Come on.
Carrington, he's checked in for Washington. The Wizards have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Riley. Outside Carrington. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. 5 on the clock. Here's Whitmore outside. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 4 rebounds now. Stolen by Coulibaly. 4 seconds left. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Wizards out in front, leading by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the floor for Boston, they've got Sam Hauser, and it's Brown in at the 2. Davis misses.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
It's Brown on the wing. Koulibaly defending. And right through it goes!
Yeah, tonight has been all about Jaylen Brown, a legit star in this league.
Pass to Riley. Here's Champagnie. Now Carrington. Shoots from 12. Here's Davis. Anthony Davis packs it down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Here's Keita. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Riley, defended by Hauser. And it's rejected. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A change here. Young's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Champagnie. 4 on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. For 3. Washington again can't hit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Walsh. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Davis. Yes, sir!
Come on.
The finish with the jam.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
Outside Tatum. Shoots. Ooh, it doesn't go.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Now Koulibaly. Here's Young. From deep. Ooh, it misses.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Jason Tatum. Oh, Tatum.
Nice.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Change here. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Young, no good from 3.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
A thunderous two-hander with authority.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Young against Brown. Shoots a 3. Oh, he cannot hit.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
For 3. Oh, it misses. Washington trailing. George. Young outside. George, a screen on Brown. Outside George. Takes a 3. Davis just in time with the putback.
Big bucket from AD, reminding you why he is an NBA champion.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here for the Celtics. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. Derek White comes in for Garza. And Pritchard is subbed in for Walsh. And here's Tatum. Vucevic.
What I love about Vucevic is he's aggressive looking for his shot, which draws the defense's attention.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a lead. He hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Young fires! The 3 is off.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they
nice.
have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Now George. Oh, no good. It's tipped. And Pritchard, here we go. And there it is. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, money!
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, making all of their free throws right now is a great way to extend the lead.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Boston, Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
So we see Boston get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jalen, congratulations. You had a monster game. What was your mindset coming in?
Just be aggressive, keep playing my game. No doubt, just keep executing the game plan and everything can fall in place.
This team needs you to be aggressive. Congrats on the win.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Celtics. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season.
And for the Celtics, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
And now the Lakers starting group. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. LeBron James is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. And for Boston, Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Ayton. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Oh, come on. That should have gone in.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. It's a 5-point game. Hachimura, no good. Down kicks to Tatum. And they call the foul, so a chance
and
one for one more coming up.
Nice.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
First personal foul.
You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's giving him a little boost in confidence.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Lakers have been looking for a consistent presence at center. And in DeAndre Ayton, they've acquired a walking double-double and a capable lob threat to pair with Luka Doncic. Ayton has a lot to prove in L.A., I'm told. This pairing is certainly one to watch.
Quite a tandem. All right, John, thanks for the update. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We discussed the challenge of defending Luka Doncic specifically in the pick and roll. Coach wasn't afraid to voice his concerns. He said, quote, that's where Luka poses the most problems. The main thing is we have to be quick to react. If we're a step slow, when they're in that set, he'll burn us. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Hachimura. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Here's James. And the layup's good off the glass.
Powerful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot.
Now Pritchard. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's White. A three-pointer, no good. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Now here's Vucevic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Pocket 6, and there's the bucket from Tatum.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Hachimura. From downtown, and that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Making some changes. Sam Hauser comes in for Derek White, and it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. The Lakers also changing it up. Vanderbilt's checked in for Ayton. Jake LaRavia comes in for Hachimura. And Smart subbed in for Austin Reeves. 1:41 left in the first quarter. And here is Tatum. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Hauser misses.
Terrible.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Celtics trail by 3. And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders to do it, though. And it's still a big part of how they stifled their opponent's three-point shooting.
Now, here's Brown. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Wizards in Washington. Over in the corner, LaRavia. Off target from three-point range. Celtics have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Brown. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Brown's got his second bucket.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Outside for Smart. And the 3 off target. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Tatum. 7 points in the game. Pass to Vucevic. And the rejection by James.
I love that LeBron is still willing to go up and challenge at the rim. He's still got that fire for an old man. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Tatum with a screen on Smart. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Los Angeles. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
They've got Exum. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Lakers leading. Reeves outside. Over Pritchard. Reeves can't hit. Celtics shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Pass to Exum. Smart against Pritchard. Driving inside. And he hits it to tie the game up. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Dante Exum.
For the Celtics, Jason Tatum, Derek White.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. They set the pick. Pass to Tatum. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
All right.
Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Kevin?
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. The Lakers with the ball. After the miss from Derek White. Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Drives to the hoop. Here's Hayes. Oh, with authority.
That is a monster finish.
Oh.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Inside. Here's Tatum. Inside. Tatum.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Pritchard. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. James comes in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura, he's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves. 1:49 left in the first half. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
No good that time.
In the first quarter, he was raining down 3. That's not the case here in the second.
Outside Tatum. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Right the pass to Garza.
Oh,
no. By LeBron. To the inside. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Hachimura. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that
deep. For Boston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. First free throw is good.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. And Brown drops them both. Lakers leading by 5.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Tatum. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers on top. They lead by 5. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. When we've been in the half court or in transition and we've been organized, we've done a really nice job. And overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
Switching gears now, let's talk about a common theme from that first half. Luka Doncic all over the highlight reel.
You can tell Luka has a great mind for the game. Sees all the holes in the defense. Knows just how to exploit them, too.
You know what? It's like he's gone shopping at the offensive end. He's browsing, picking out stuff, touching the fruit, see if he likes it, puts it back. Then he gets the shot he wants.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Celtics trail by 5. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Ayton is out there with James. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
James, rebounded by Vucevic. Boston shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Brown wide open. He fired. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 9 points.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Here's Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
That's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Tatum.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back to you, Kev.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Fourth, LeBron James.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Doncic against Richard. Now here is Hachimura. D right on him. 6 to shoot. From deep, Reeves. Offensive rebound. James on the follow.
Look, LeBron James is just dominant in every aspect of the game. Look, he just bodies people and able to get a second look.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Tatum. Tatum slipped by the contact inside. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle. White against Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Hachimura, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Vucevic is screen on Doncic. Right the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vuce setting a solid screen that gets things going.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Reeves outside. The Lakers moving the ball around. That one goes in. Ayton's got 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for James. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Rui Hachimura. And Smart subbed in for Luka Doncic. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now here's Brown. He's got 9. Hauser with the ball. From deep. And it's LaRavia with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Back to Reeves. Outside, Smart. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
I'll tell you, Smart is money when the shot is in rhythm.
Vucevic is screen on Smart. To the paint. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now here's Hayes. Vucevic defending. Lets it go from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brown outside. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Back to Reeves. The tray. What a play.
Wow.
Trains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah,
Come
now they are
on.
firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Gonzalez in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. And that one, good. Laravia's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers.
Always ready to put the team first. Reeves wants the ball in the hands of the most ready scorer.
Tatum looking around. And the 3 ball is good. Tatum's got 23.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the 2nd.
Smart puts the pick in for Reeves. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
White the pass to Tatum. Sinks that one from the post. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
On either side of the pick and roll, Tatum is a real threat.
Lakers leading by 7. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. We'll go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura, he's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Doncic is subbed in for Smart. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Vucevic's screen on Doncic. The shot is good!
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Hachimura. And get the 3.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. Now Brown. Launches it. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
And there's the 3.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that 3-pointer up.
Peyton Pritchard. Off target from outside.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Tries the spin move. Now Ayton. And that one is good.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Celtics trail by 9. Tatum with the screen on Hachimura. ground. Missed on the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now Reeves. Here's Hachimura. He's off from three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
It's good!
Oh, come on. Just add vision to a perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
Hachimura fires. Three. Good.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Los Angeles.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Incredible game for him. He had endless energy. No doubt, best player on the floor tonight.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Vucevic setting the pick for Tatum. He drills the three. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough, so we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Luka Doncic.